The solve loop includes the problem-solving workflow and represents the primary activity of the support analyst. Analysts capture individual resolution experiences to create a collective organisational memory. A little bit of structure in the problem-solving process helps enormously, while too much structure is disruptive. Use of the knowledge base coupled with a little structure increases analyst speed and accuracy in solving issues. Access to the collective experience of the organisation through the knowledge base also reduces costly rework, for example, solving issues that have already been solved. The 4 KCS practices that make up the solve loop contribute to the creation and maintenance of knowledge stored in the knowledge base. So let's quickly outline the characteristics of each practice. Capture means capture in the workflow, capturing knowledge while solving the problem. Here we capture the customer's context, using their words and phrases, as well as capturing our own knowledge. Now, our knowledge is often tacit knowledge, being the knowledge we know but don't know we know until someone asks us. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, our tacit knowledge becomes explicit in the context of use. Both the customer's context and our knowledge become part of the knowledge article. Structure means structure for reuse. Having a consistent structure, simple templates, and a crisp style help improve KCS article readability. We can identify existing KCS articles and their relevant elements quickly to reduce the problem-solving cycle and ensure that new KCS articles build on and integrate with existing knowledge. Reuse refers to the words and phrases entered to search the knowledge base. These search strings should be preserved because they are valuable content that can be used and reused to improve existing KCS articles. Or, in the event a KCS article does not exist, the phrases used to search become the beginning of a new KCS article. Searching the knowledge base is part of the problem-solving process. The catchphrase, search early, search often, ensures that we are not solving a problem that has already been solved, and that we benefit from the collective experience of the organisation. Improve. Improved is summed up in the simple statement, reuse is review. As support analysts, we need to take responsibility for the KCS articles we interact with. The knowledge base is our collective experience. So if we see something that is wrong, or that we do not understand, we have the responsibility to flag it or fix it. If we are confident in the correction, and we are authorised with the appropriate KCS licence, we should fix it. If we are not confident or licensed, we should flag it. If this sense of ownership is developed, then reuse becomes review. And the KCS articles stored in our knowledge base will be constantly reviewed and improved. For most organisations, the solve practices are not natural for the support analysts. Our traditional management practices have not promoted collaborative behaviours. The assessment of contribution has been focused solely on the individual, and in many cases, individual assessment promotes competition, not collaboration. Stack ranking of employees, for example, encourages a competitive attitude that does not promote sharing, improving, or reusing the collective experience captured in the knowledge base. Support organisations create a hero mentality when they reward the dragon slayers, or those who time the diving catch just right. These organisations send a value message to their staff that you are valued for what you know. If the organisation values people for what they know, there is no hope for KCS success. KCS success requires the organisation to change their value message to "You are valued for your ability to learn and your ability to help others learn." If this becomes the organisation's value proposition, then we are encouraging the behaviours of collaboration, sharing, improving and using. This value shift requires a new performance assessment model which is outlined in the performance assessment section. Oh, and by the way, we do have good news. Most support analysts do collaborate. Fortunately, they do the right thing, in spite of our traditional support structures, measures and linear processes. So how do we go about putting KCS to work in our organisation? Well, after a brief overview of the Evolve practices, we will walk through each of the 8 practices of the Solve and Evolve loops in detail.